Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. You join me on a freezing cold morning, but we're going to do some more interior bits on the E36. And I've got my dog following me. Hello. She loves following around the camera. She loves it. Let's get out the front. We're going to take the headliner out and we're going to make a start on stripping it. We're going to pay some attention to the door cards, and yeah, we'll see what the day goes with it. So currently sat in the passenger seat of the 36. You can probably see behind me this headliner. Although it's been done before, it is just all coming off. So we need to make a start on getting it out. So first of all, we can get this out. We need to pull this down. That's obviously the sunroof mechanism. Gonna need to get all of these out, which I assume they're just gonna be like Phillips head screws. And then we should be able to just pull the headliner out. Obviously, all of these will have to come off as well. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with these because they've got like a fabric on them, but they don't look too bad. But it's probably going to look a little bit odd with a brand new suede trimmed headliner with these weird fabricy type of things. So I might just try and get the fabric off them and then paint them black, if I'm honest. Because like these black ones, they are just painted black. So really strange. Don't know what we're going to do, but we'll soon find out. So yeah, let me start tearing all this apart and then I'll catch up with you again once I've got it out. But bit of a tedious job, but it's got to be done. I want to feel nice when I'm in here. Do you know what I mean? So let's work on getting this sorted. Right guys, as you can see, we are out at the expense of this and this falling off. I don't really know what to do with this. This is like the slide panel, but I don't know how you get it out, and I might just try to get a bit of fabric on it or just paint it black. I don't want it to look out of place, but at the same time, if it's going to be like really difficult to get out and it's going to make the sunroof leak, I don't want to mess around with it. But let's take a look at the sun. Is crazy. Here it is. I cut this bit out because it was above my head and I couldn't drive with that brush on my head, but literally it's sagging everywhere. There's the other side of it. So let's get this off, and then I need to go to Screwfix. I need to get some spray adhesive, and then we can start with putting a new one on. So there we go. That is the old headliner off. It's in a ball over there. This, I don't know. It looks alright, I guess. It's a bit frayed on the edges, but again, it's very old, isn't it? So like, you can't really expect too much. I think I'm going to struggle like around this area, just because I've never like upholstered anything before, so that's going to be difficult. But I need to get spray glue for a minute. This is going to go on hold and we're going to go get a door card and take that apart. So I'll be back with a door card. So right in front of me I have a door card. This is the driver's door card. It's been off for a while now. As you can see, it has a little bit of damage. However, just going to have to deal with that because I can't find any new door cards for a reasonable price. So when I find one, I'll buy one. But this is the bit that I want to do in suede also. This will just go black, or I'll wrap suede around it. Speaker, a bit of a difficult one because you can't separate the speaker from the mesh. I'll show you that in a minute. If I just turn this around, all we got to do is, look at that, 20 seconds at first, 96. That's crazy. Right, Torx bit, that's really weird. They're like the first Torx bits I've come across on this car. Nokia speaker. So this just unscrews like this and comes out. So I didn't realise I've actually upholstered, but I'm gonna paint it and see how it turns out. If it turns out right, then we're laughing. But if it doesn't, then you see what happens. But let me go get some torque bits and we'll get that out and we'll get this door card apart. Right, so we had the door card apart. Here's our door handle. There's the grey bit, or light grey bit. Here's the other grey bit. We're going to give this a clean and we're going to see how the paint goes on it. I know it's not ideal, but I think it's the best that I'm going to be able to do. And if it looks good, then mint. If it doesn't, then I can always just redo it with something else. So I'm going to go grab some cleaner. This bit doesn't matter too much because I'll be sticking that back in there with like tiger seal or something. So that's alright. But let's see how this turns out. Right guys, I've just got done doing like 2 coats on this door card. And here is how we're looking. It's still a little bit wet, so like here it looks uneven. I do need to do a little bit more, but to be fair, okay, doesn't actually look that bad. Sort of kind of looks OEM. Oh god, you see how I did it there? Following me around, and somehow I just gashed my thumb open painting. I've also done the handle, so that looks a lot better too. So all we need to do now is try and upholster that side bit, and that door card will look amazing. 10 times better than what it looks at the moment. So go let that dry, go do one more coat on it, get the other door card off, do a coat on that, and you probably notice so you do a lot to the front but not a lot to the rear. Yes, because my priority is the front, because that's where I sit. So the front is what matters more to me, but ultimately the rears will get done when I can be bothered, but the front is what matters to me the most really. Like when I get new seats, I won't upgrade the rear bench again. The rear bench can just stay how it is, because it's just a nice dull bluey black bench. So that's how that is going. I need to go to Screwfix. I need to run some errands. So I will pick this video back up when we are attempting to upholster that headliner. Right, so I've just gotten back from Screwfix. I've got some spray adhesive and I've got this material right here. Here's the suede material. Wait, there you go, that's the suede material that's going onto the headliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on here, face you down, and basically time lapse me trying to do this. I don't know how it's going to fare out. I've never done anything like this before, but let me sit you up and then we'll give it a go. So that is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. If you do this for a living, fair play to you. So I've got it all stuck down somewhat. I need to lift a little bit up, like here, there's a little bubble there. So I'm going to lift that back up and respray it and go down again. But for the most part, I've got it on, and then I'm going to flip it over and pull it tight and then spray it down on the other side as well. Again, I don't know if this is right, but it's what we're going with. So not bad for a first attempt ever doing something like this, if you ask me. So I'm going to crack on with that, and then I will be back with the end product. So guys, excuse me, here's our final product. We've got a bit of sagging like here, but that's where the door handle goes in, so that should hold it up, and then here, but then that's where like the sun visor goes, so that will hold that up. I just still got to cut this out. Obviously this bit isn't so pretty, but that's like right at the front of the windscreen, so you won't even see that. But overall, to be fair, for my first time doing it, I don't think I've done that bad of a job. Like, I've done it outside, probably not in the best conditions. If you do this full time, my hat goes off to you, because this, oh god, I could not handle that full time. But overall, I just need to cut that out, cut all these little holes out for like the grab handles and stuff, and then we can get this back in. So guys, we've made some progress. Let me take you over to the car. Door cards, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do, because if I take you down here, I decided that it'd be a good idea to start ripping it off, and I almost instantly regretted this decision, if I'm honest with you, because it's not coming off easy at all. It would have been easier just to stick on over the top of it, but yeah. So, but the door cards are black, so the door cards can go back in, because you don't need the door card off to get this insert in, if that makes sense. So the door guards can go back on black, which I will do in a minute, but I need to get the tiger seal out to put them back together. But we've just got the headliner back in. Look at that, that is 10 times better. The bits that I weren't too happy with get covered up by like here and like other things. I haven't re-trimmed this panel, but it doesn't look too out of place. And yeah, so you can see like here, it's a little bit saggy, but then that will push it up like that. The sunshade. So overall, not too bad. Do you know what I mean? I mean, this is what I was saying about these fabric bits here, but it doesn't look too out of place. So I'm not too bothered about it, but yeah. And at some point we will whack these door cards off, get them black. That'll be going black. Don't know what to do with these, because my seats didn't come with a headrest. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on putting this back together, but that's how we're looking. Looks 10 times better. And if you've got any suggestions for that, please let me know, because I have no idea what even was supposed to be there. So I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but it can look nicer, that's for sure. So guys, let me show you the interior. Here's where we're at. Headline's in. I think I've just shown you this anyway. That pillar's not in because clips are snapped. I need to get some clips. This pillar's in. I do need to dye this outer grey section, however that can wait. Obviously waiting for clips for the side panel. What we're going to do is we're going to get the door cards semi on. So basically we don't need that outer skin for the door cards to go on, but all of this is ripped off. So what we're going to do is, with this lovely stuff, tiger seal, is we're going to seal all of this back on, and then when we retrim those other bits, which I'm going to take to work, because why am I taking it to work? Because I've got a heat gun there and it will make it a hell of a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all these back on for now and get the door cards semi built up for the first time in a while. I can't wait to have a driver's door card back, to be honest, because every time I've driven it without a driver's door card, it's pretty uncomfortable. I've got nowhere to put my arm. So let's get tiger sealing, let's get these back on. I'm very, very excited. But first, these need a good clean. So let's clean them, let's tiger seal the door on. Let's tiger seal these plastic bits to the door card, and then get the door on on the door. Yeah, let's go. Right, here we go. You can see I've got the tiger seal working. I've tiger sealed all these back on everywhere. This is still attached on this side, but on this side actually still on the door. So what I'm going to do is run a bead of tiger seal along here when I put the door card back on, and then that should keep it fine. But I need to go pay attention over there, because the central locking module that you see in here, where this plug is, on the other side has come off. So when you turn the key, it doesn't actually lock. So I'm going to go investigate that while that dries, and then we can finally get these door cards back on. Right guys, by no means are we complete. That's the door card on. It is a little bit loose at the bottom, but where it's bolted in here, you still like pull it, so that's like that. Just got that door card on, just sorted the central locking out, so now when I lock that door on the key, they all lock. Excuse the rubbish in the glove box. But yeah, look at that. Obviously this bit eventually will be covered. This is the bit that you see. So actually, to be fair, not turned out too badly at all. Quite happy with that. But the interior is coming together. I've got my old armrest. I painted it black. I painted this surround black, so that's going back in a minute. That's really annoying. I've only just noticed that. That is very annoying. I cut it out because I'm lazy. And so yeah, the interior is actually putting together so well. Obviously now, black maybe underneath the steering wheel, black. But I might leave that half grey. I'll see how I feel. Obviously I need to order some trim pillar clips, because if you look on here, snap. Oh, actually I might need to order an actual pillar. Look at that, snap. That'll be why there's loads of fucking sticky tape on there then. Yeah, that's a bastard, that. So I might have to order a new trim panel, or I might just glue it on there. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. However, interior looking 100 times better. You can't even really see in there. Let me get my phone. There you go, look. There's a bit of light on it. It looks really dirty on camera, but I promise you that's just like the suede. See, like that. And yeah, so actually I'm quite proud of the job that I've done. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But for a first attempt, I actually don't think that's that bad. I've never upholstered anything before in my life, so quite impressed actually. Right guys, I'm so happy. So update, door cards are on. The door pockets kind of slightly messed them up a little bit, and they're not exactly in line, which means the clips aren't in, but the door card is on there solid too. There's the door card, can't even really notice it. If I pull this, it ain't going anywhere, but it's just annoying because it is a bit loose down there. But I've got my door pockets back. I've managed to get this kicker plate on as well, using the old panels, but I noticed I've broken it there. Armrest on, which is nice. Got all these plastics on, which is nice. Haven't got them in properly because I've lost half the fucking screws, which is really annoying. But look at that, isn't that so much better? So what have we done in this video? What have we done? We've painted, we've done the headliner. So what have we really got left? We're going to paint it soon. So over the next couple of weeks I'm going to take the old wing, which stopped work. I need to cut a square off it. I need to go get colour match and some primer that will suit. I don't know what to do with this boot. Coolant, because you got BMW, you never know when you might need it. This doesn't use it, but you never actually know, so it's good to be sure. So paint, need some paint. Need to figure out what I'm doing with the boot. So I need some plywood, or I need something to cut out that boot, or I need to find another boot floor, which is probably going to be near enough impossible. But we move, so there's a couple of things I need to do. I need to find an option for those door cards. The black looks better, it's not perfect. If I see a really mint condition black set with some leather inserts, then yes, I will buy them. But I like trying things out, I like having a go, and that's what we've done. So that is it for now. I need to take the headlights out, start the halos, which I might do next actually. So stay tuned for that. Right guys, I got a bit carried away, and in this box is, can you guess? We're doing angel eyes. There was angel eyes on there, but they looked a bit crap and they didn't work, and whoever's done the wiring has butchered it. So let me show you where I'm at. This is what I'm currently dealing with. I have the light in pieces. There's the old angel eye, there's that. But look at this wiring, look what they've done to the wiring. I really hope that's focused, but literally just chopped into it, and I don't know if that's why my high beam suddenly stopped working, because it's not grounding properly, but I don't know, we'll soon find out. So yeah, I'm going to get this. These ones, don't get me wrong, look like cheaper, but they were still like 40-50 quid, so hopefully they're alright, but soon find out. I'm going to put this together and then I will catch up with you in a bit once I've got this together. We have done the headlight, well, one singular headlight, not two. So you're going to be able to tell straight away. Can you see what I've done? The halos. So I know they're white, does it look good, does it look bad? I don't know, I'll let you decide. I quite like it, but what I like about it is, I'll show you, I'm going to have to get in the car for this. So basically, I got inspiration from the Mercedes for this one, because Libby's lights do this. Do you see? They're on. That's on, right? That is my new side light, or DRL, or whatever you want to call it. And then, oh, there we go. They double up as indicators. You're telling me that doesn't look fucking so cool. And then we go back to being side lights again. That is amazing. I need to test that. Making that works. I think my high beam is. Oh wait, my key's off. If I turn my key on. Yeah, I've got a high beam out, and I don't know why, because I've just re-grounded it, but it's very annoying. Yeah, there you go. The LED lights are working, but it's just my high beam. I literally just re-grounded that as well, so I don't quite know why it's not working. So I'm going to have to pull that headlight out again at another point. But that's what I'm going to call this video. We've done the door cards, we've done the headliner, we've done this headlight. Well, I'm going to spend another hour or two, because look, let me just show you what I was left with. All this sort of shit. No proper connectors. Do you know what I mean? Obviously this similar box I've just been putting in, but do you know what I mean? Look at that. You see that there? Literally just cut and tape. So I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would wire like that, especially on such old wires. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. But that'll be it for this video. The door card interior is looking so much better. I don't know if I've shown you, but look, we've got the armrest in, painted it black, we've got the rest of the plastics in, got a door card in. I've now fixed the central locking. So before, this would just lock my door, but now you can hear it locks both doors. You look over there. Aha! So we have actually made quite a bit of progress today on this car. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you want to see next on the BMW, if anything, if not. And I will catch you in the next video.